Barakah Hala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekha Kodash. In English, that would mean all praise to the Most High in the name of the Son and the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers, a great millstone where I'm learning this 100% truth. GMS for short. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that believe in this 100% truth. Matthews 28 and 19 tell us to go therefore, teaching all nations. We're focusing on the Israelites. Baptizing them in the name of the Father, Yahweh, and in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shai, and in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Rekha Kodash. So to my people that still want to call on God and Jesus, God's real name is Yahweh. And Jesus' real name is Yahweh Shai. Nothing else. Nothing else. So, you know, I was thinking a little bit, and you know, sometimes you get irritated just thinking about things that's going on that you can't control. And they be like, dang, man, they doing all this shit, like Trump doing all these tariffs and stuff, which this is part of what is supposed to happen, but you just get to thinking about it like, damn, man. So he's taxing the other nations, and they gonna start taxing us back on the shit that we receive from them. And that's just gonna make it more difficult for the people, for us. So, you know, we get a little irritated. We see all this type of shit happening. They passing all these laws and executive orders and shit. And we just like, but then you get to thinking about it like, oh, man, don't worry about that shit, man. We have no worries. Especially if you in this truth and you believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you doing the will of the Father and you following Yahweh Shai. No worries. No worries, man. It's going to get rough for us. We know that. But this is part of it. You got to know what the bad is to understand and appreciate the good. We know. We know that we got to suffer right now. Yahweh Shai suffered. He died for us. So we got to damn near do the same thing. And guess what? We going to be raised up and put in the same position as Yahweh Shai. We're going to be right next to him. I'll take that. I'll take that. So to suffer now and to win later and forever, I'll take that. I definitely take that for sure. So, listen, we get irritated, but just remember this. Jacob, the Israelites, will have Esau, the so-called white man, and all the other nations in slavery, captivity. Just like they took us and brought us into captivity, those who lead into captivity shall go into captivity. They led us into captivity. So now, pretty soon, they going to be coming back into slavery under us. So, if that means I got to suffer right now but win in the end, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Matter of fact, I got to put that up there because that's fire. This verse right here is fire. I just want to keep that up there before I forget it. It just came to my head. Keep that up there. Yeah. They brought us in the slave boats and all that stuff. Yeah. The slave boat, the name of it was Jesus. That's wicked already. We know Jesus means earth pig. Wicked. You know us Israelites, we ain't even supposed to be around no damn pig. Touch it, nothing. Eat it, none of that. let alone, man. But the wicked know what they doing. They was given authority to take peace from the earth, and that's what they doing. So we gonna bring peace back. We gonna bring everything correctly. Um, right now the people are mourning. Everybody's sad. Even the people on the left hand side. Because if you ain't part of the top 1%, the top elites, they don't care about you. So they gonna do you dirty too. So that's Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. We're not rejoicing. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. We're mourning. So that lets you know the wicked are in the wicked are in authority right now. Uh, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So we know that they running it right now. But who's gonna run it forever? Because you got to think, I can't put two kings in power. No, it only can be one. So one king is going to have to get taken down to bring the new one up. So the kingdom of the Edomites, the so-called white man, is about to get taken down. You see, the world is already being destroyed because I gotta cleanse this place. I gotta cleanse it and destroy everything. I gotta destroy everything and start over fresh with the elect of Israel. So I'm cool with that. Suffer now and win later. I'm cool with that. Because if you win later, it's forever. So I definitely would take that. So captivity. Um I can't pronounce this.
Strong's G 162. Aichmalotuo. Aichmalotuo.
And that's captivity. Salakia. Okay. My bad.
Strong's G 164. Aichmalotas. Aichmalotas.
Yes. Captive. A captive. Captive. That's what that means. And then you go to the root word, and it's to be taken, captured, a catching. This halasis.
Strong's G 259. Halosis. Halosis.
Be taken, captured, to be caught. And that's what they did. Ran us out from wherever we was at. Had us running all around everywhere. That's why we scattered to all four corners of the earth. Snatched us up. You see how they had us on them boats and shit, man. Everybody was stacked on top of each other. Motherfuckers was pissing on each other, shitting on each other, dying on each other, having babies on each other. Like, that's fucking gross. And they didn't care. They knew they was about to make big money. And that's what they did. That's how they able to, everything was built on the slaves, which is the Israelites. But it's cool though, because everything is going to be built in our kingdom from the so-called white man Esau and the other nations. So we'll be patient. We'll wait on that. We know it's coming. Don't matter of fact, Revelations 13:9 says, whoever has an ear, let him hear. 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So let's get the regular one. So the condition of being in prison or confined, imprisonment, confinement, incarceration, bondage, constraint, restraint, detention, slavery, enslavement, servitude, yeah. Just like the Babylonian captivities and the Assyrian captivities and all that. They had us in captivity for a long time. Guess what? Soon, they gonna be under us, and we can't wait. So, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that leadeth into slavery shall go into slavery. He that killed with the sword shall be killed with the sword. So all that shit that they was doing, that same shit is gonna be happening. That same stuff is gonna be happening to them. So, right here, precept, 1 Corinthians 6:2. Do you not know that the saints, that's the Israelites, the elect of Israel first though, shall judge the world? How you gonna judge something when there's other kings? No, those people gonna be destroyed. And we're gonna be brought up to the highest positions. Right now we see the elites, the top banking families, and people that's hidden behind them, because it's more people behind the top banking families. They just hide their name. They just put a puppet in front so we can see them. But it's more people. But them same people are going to be picking cotton, picking off, taking care of everything. Them same people, when all this war and shit hit, are going to be picking up the dead bodies, burying the dead bodies. That's going to be their first job. Oh, yeah, man. So we patient. So, do you not know that the saints, the elect of Israel, shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? We gonna be judging everything. Everything. So, would I rather win right now and suffer later and forever? Or would I rather suffer right now and win later forever? I'd rather win later. Because that winning later is gonna mean that we gonna be able to see Yahweh. See, a lot of people don't believe that, and a lot of people call it the rapture. No. That's gonna be the people being the elect being saved. So 2nd Ezra 6:7, and I'm gonna read to 9. It says, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, which is going to be, the asunder means to separate, which should be the separation of times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows. See? So we know that Esau is on his last leg. That's why he's trying everything that he can, because his shit is about to end. His rulership is about to end. And the beginning of it that follows is the Israelites. We're going to rule things after Esau is destroyed. The beginning of it that follows. 8. Second Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So if you born in the womb and two babies come out and one holds the heel, Jacob is holding the heel of Esau. That means Esau came out first. So he's the beginning. But well, he's the first. He gonna be doing his thing. But when his rulership is ending, then Jacob's is gonna be coming because he's holding the heel. So when you get to the foot, to the last bit of his rulership, once it's gone, then Jacob is gonna come. And Jacob is gonna be ruling. And everybody else is gonna be under slavery, captivity. Oh yeah, we can't wait. So it says 9, 2 Ezra 6 and 9 says, for Esau is the end of the world. And if you would look up that word world, it's an era or a time. Matter of fact, I'll get it real quick. Yeah, it's a time or era. And he in the era where he's ruling right now. So for Esau is the end of the world, an era, a certain amount of time. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So after Esau is destroyed, Jacob will come into power. You can't have two kings ruling. So one is going to be taken down and the other was going to be brought up. The ones, it says, the ones at the top shall go to the bottom and the ones at the bottom shall come to the top. Esau at the top, he's going to go to the bottom. It talks about come down and sit in the dust, for you have no thrones. Yeah, you're going to be the lowest. You're going to be brought to the lowest. Ain't no more throne, kingdom, rulership type stuff. That shit over with. It's about to be over with. Man, these nations is pissed at Donald Trump, bruh. They are going to shoot their missiles too. Everybody got missiles now. Back when, you know what I'm saying, America was punking everybody else out, they didn't have no weapons to fight back, so they just accepted it. Now, everybody got something to fight back with. So it's about to get crazy. So we can't wait till all this shit is destroyed so we can be ruling again. Well, I hope I'm part of the elect. Like, I get to thinking about it like, bro, like, you watch these movies and shit, you get to see and shit, you be like, man, it make you mad. Roots. Whenever I watched Roots in school, I used to be pissed. I used to have to catch myself like, boy, I'm ready to go do all type of crazy shit. Then, you know what I'm saying, I started listening to GMS, and they gave me 12 years of slaves. Like, you start seeing different type of shit, you be pissed. All the killing, and they fucking raping our women and killing our children and throwing the children to alligators and, you know what I'm saying, doing all type of wicked ass shit. You see that shit, you be pissed, but it's like, take a deep breath. You know, this is the ending of their rulership, and then we gonna be back at the top. Oh, you called us Kunta and all that shit. Oh, we gonna get your ass back. We gonna have spiritual powers. We're gonna be able to knock your motherfucking head off your shoulders. Then come put that motherfucker back on and send your ass back to the fields. Oh, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. But hey, this is a part of what gotta happen. We rolling with it. Romans 9 and 13. Jacob I love, but Esau I hated. Why would he set them up for the last rulership and he don't like them? He hate them. So that means when America is destroyed, you're gonna have a lot of Edomites. They're gonna be destroyed. A lot of the other nations that are gonna be destroyed. A lot of us, the Israelites, they're gonna be destroyed in America, right? But it's gonna be some of them elites that's gonna make it out in they, uh, you know what I'm saying, whatever they got in their space shit and they underground bunkers. But guess what? The Lord is gonna give the Israelites special powers to be able to find all them motherfuckers and bring them all into slavery. They're going to be under us. So I'll be patient and wait on that. Well, it ain't like I was going to be able to rush nobody anyway. I wouldn't even try to rush Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua at all. Now, did he tell us to continue praying and crying and sighing so that he could never not hear it? Yeah, he told us to do that. So, yeah, we going to do that. But we can't wait, though. So, matter of fact, precept is Genesis 25 and 23. It says, and the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and the manner of people shall be separated. So that's going to be 2 nations from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Esau came out first. Jacob came out second. The older shall serve the younger. So we cool with that. It was already set in stone. So it was already written. It was already scripted. So all we doing is living out our characters. So shit. Us, we learn to make things happen out of nothing. But that's because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua dealing with a lot of us. But we learn to make something out of nothing. Even when they give us the lowest of the lowest, we still manage to make things happen. So let alone when we the kings and queens, we ain't gonna have to work no more. Ain't nobody gonna be stealing your money, stealing your taxes, stealing your, you know what I'm saying, taking your house and, you know what I'm saying, making you pay for a car and all. No, man, we ain't gonna have to do none of that shit. They gonna be doing everything. We gonna be chilling. Chilling. Now we are gonna teach the other nations, because it talked about that in Isaiah 2, that we gonna have to the other nations are gonna come to that high mountain where the Israelites are at, and they gonna have to learn the laws and commandments. And if they don't learn, tear your ass up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Luke 1 and 31. You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Yahushua. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High. The Lord Yahweh will give him the throne of his father David, and he will reign over Israel forever. His kingdom will never end. That's what's coming for us. If we rolling with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and we doing what we supposed to be doing, our kingdom will never end, because we going to be right there with Yahushua. It will never end. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that for sure. So a precept to Luke 1 and 33, Hebrews 1 and 8, it says, but unto the Son he said, thy throne, O Yahweh, Yahushua, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom. And the NLT says, but to the Son he says, your throne, O Yahushua, endures forever and ever. You rule with a scepter of justice. Forever and ever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Oh, yeah. I want to be a part of that. You get one that right here, this one we gonna be on right now. This kingdom that we on right now. This shit ain't about to last. This shit about to be destroyed. This one that's coming after this is going to last forever and ever. I want to be a part of that one. Y'all can have this one right now. I'll be a slave. We slaves. We got to work every day. We got to pay bills. We got to goddamn give them our taxes. Whatever. We got to give it to them. Right? So I don't care about this one. We know that the wicked is running this one, so we don't care about this one. We care about the next one that's coming. The one that's 2 Peter 3 and 13. We look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That new heaven and that new earth means new rulership. We got a new landlord in this thing. That old wicked ass Esau, he's going to be destroyed. And we're going to bring in the new one, the elect of Israel. And guess what? It's going to be ran with righteousness. Everybody's going to be rejoicing. Everybody going to be rejoicing on this one. So Isaiah 14 and 1 says, but the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on the descendants of Jacob, which we know Jacob's name got changed to Israel. He will choose Israel as his special people once again. He will bring them back to settle once again in their own land. And people from many different nations will come and join them there and unite with the people of Israel. The Israelites is going to join them. It ain't going to be no, if you're not an Israelite, you ain't going to be joining. If you part of them other nations, your ass is going to be in slavery. If you're an Israelite, you good. Because even if you are the Israelite that's going to be destroyed to 2/3, eventually you will come back through the 1/3 as they children. But the other nations, oh no, they're going to be in slavery forever. For at least 1,000 years. And then after that 1,000 years, then they will be able to, you know, go and do their own thing, but they still going to be under us. After 1,000 years, all the other nations, except for the Edomites, will be able to go do their own thing. After that 1,000 years, the Edomites is going to be destroyed, like it talks about in Obadiah. That's 1 and 18. Yeah. And it talk about it in Obadiah 1 and 10. So, yeah, we know that the Edomites, they're going to be destroyed. But the other nations, they going to get to, you know, go live in their own land and do their own thing. But they still going to have to be under us, the Israelites. Everybody, it talks about that the Israelites will rule the world. That's everywhere. Everywhere. I'd rather have that than to rule this little punk ass, weak ass, feminine ass shit they got go. I don't want to be a part of this shit. I want to be a part of this shit. This shit trash. Trash. So, precept to Isaiah 14 and 1. Zechariah 1 and 17, it says, cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and the Lord shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem. So that's the Israelites, man. So in the NLT it says, say this also, this is what Yahweh of the heavens, armies says, the town of Israel will again overflow with prosperity, and the Lord will again comfort Zion and choose Jerusalem as his own. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. It's a people before it's a place. That's why the new Jerusalem is going to come down from heaven, and they people going to think it's a fucking building. No, that's going to be the people, the elect of Israel, coming down. Ooh-wee. They going to get beamed up into the chariots. They got to come back down, right? That's the new Jerusalem. Think about it. Jerusalem will be a temple, right? But guess what? What the Lord say? You are the temple. What did he say? you defile the temple, you're going to get destroyed. So we got to take care of the temple because the temple is in us. You take care of that temple because, hey, we don't belong to ourselves. We belong to him. He sent us, his son died for us. So with that blood, we don't belong to ourselves. We belong to him. Because if he didn't die for us, we all be destroyed. So we just going to continue doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're spreading this truth, letting these people know that the Edomites and the other nations will be in slavery under the Israelites. Yeah, Esau, so-called white man, Edomites, you're going to be in slavery. All them other nations that rule with you, making all that money off of us, they going to be in slavery. Oh, man, we can't wait, man. Well, we can, you know, but we see it coming. We see it coming. That's why he's teaching us all this negative shit so we understand and appreciate the good that's coming. Matter of fact, I wanted to, because this is one of my favorite right here, Romans 8:18. It says, yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory we will receive. Salakim. Yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later. See, our kingdom is coming later. He gonna reveal to all the stuff to us later that's gonna be way better than what we suffering right now. Oh man, I want that. I'd rather suffer right now because this shit ain't compared to what is gonna be revealed to us later. I'd rather take the stuff that's coming later, man. So hopefully I'm part of that. I want to be part of the elect. I want to be part of it. I want to be a part of the ones beamed up into them chariots. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this shit gotta happen. This is what gotta happen. All the stuff, all the cruel punishment and all the killing that we gotta see, all the judgments and shit. Oh yeah, he didn't do it, but he looked at my wife wrong. Kill him. All that. Emmett Till's and all that shit. Yeah. We gotta suffer that right now. Understood. Because guess what? What's going to be revealed to us later can't compare to the stuff that we're going through right now. So I'm cool with that. So, hey, the Israelites will have Esau in slavery and all the other nations. So we cool with that. So, Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakha Kwadash. In English, that will mean all praise to the Most High in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders and brothers of Great Millstone, where I'm learning this 100% truth. Shalom to the elect, to the 144,000, to the mixed multitude that scattered to all four corners of the earth. Shalom to the sincere sisters that believe in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that believe in this 100% truth. You know, as you get to thinking about stuff that's happening, man, you kind of get upset. But once you can start reading these scriptures and see that what's coming to us is priceless, it make you feel good. No matter if you're even going through hard times, you know what's coming, you feel good. You know, all right, they about to take all this and take all that, but I'm going to get double that. All right, take that shit. Take it. Just like Job, man. What he say? You consider my servant Job? What the devil do? Went down there and took all his shit. He ain't kill him, but he took all his shit. Guess what? Job still endured to the end, and guess what happened? He received double everything he lost. So we ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. We ain't about to bow down to no wicked Esau and disrespect our Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. That's dead. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. Continue praying and repenting. Doing the right thing, no matter what. Do the right thing. If nobody even seeing you, nobody around you, continue to do the right thing because Yahweh Shah, and the angels, they see you. So continue doing the right thing. Pray for, you know what I'm saying, forgiveness. Build your faith, your trust, and your belief up in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, nothing else. and continue to see these prophecies come to pass. So hopefully this lesson was edifying. Shalom.